Hi there. Today I'll be discussing the role of negotiation and the role of analysis with regards to team intervention. What is role negotiation and role analysis? Role analysis is defining the tasks that an employee will be doing for their job. Role negotiation will be negotiating those tasks as they're divided up within team members. So most workplaces have employees that work separately to achieve their own tasks. Then those tasks are fit together to complete an assignment or a project. And when those tasks or assignments are not properly laid out within a team, it can make for a lot of confusion and frustration for your team members. So it's important when you're going through the hiring process to try and alleviate some of that frustration by clearly laying out what the job description is. But when that's a problem, that's when you're going to want to use the tactic or intervention of role negotiation and role analysis. Role-related problems can be categorized. Role problem analysis. Role conflict with one team member. An example of this is a team member having multiple managers asking for different things that could conflict with one another. Role conflict with multiple team members when two members can hold the same position and they can conflict with one another. An example of that would be two people at the same level and one is trying to exert authority over the other. Role incompatibility occurs when there is incompatible expectations about the role. An example would be being hired at a lower level position and being expected to handle duties that would be forthcoming for someone at a higher level position. Role overload, the team member has too many tasks to fulfill and may not have the time to be able to fill them. Role underload is when a team member has not been given enough tasks or responsibilities. Role ambiguity, the team members are not sure what they are needed to complete. To begin the role negotiation process, you will hand each team member a flip chart paper, and on that flip chart paper, they're going to start by writing down what their tasks will be or what their job involves. Then they're going to place the flip charts around the room, whichever room you've selected. And then step 3, each member would write down on their own papers after walking around and reading other people's job tasks. They'll take their own sheet of paper and they'll write down what they would like more or less of from each team member. And then finally, you'll have a team discussion where they can list their likes and their dislikes and what they would like to do more of or less of and what they would like to change. The positives with using role analysis as an intervention is it's easy to do, it doesn't take up much time, and it doesn't require any training. The negatives with using this kind of method is this exercise requires all teammates to be open and willing to discuss the changes that they would like to see implemented. And sometimes that can be uncomfortable, or people may not want to share, or it may be hard to come to terms with what would need to be able to change because it's going to require compromise. So those are some things that you would struggle with or could struggle with when trying to implement this exercise. Thanks everyone for listening, and I hope you found this presentation useful and something that you can implement in your place of work.